If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can help you skip those valleys. Let's rally, yeah. If you wanna be crypto savvy, we can let investments tally. Let's rally, yeah.
Welcome back to Be Crypto Savvy. Thank you for joining us and stopping in. Today we're looking at some news and updates. Bitcoin drops to 27.5 while Dogecoin spikes after Twitter logo change. If we jump over to Twitter, you can see the little Doji or the little doggy up in the corner, the little Doge doggy. Twitter had changed the profile to the Dogecoin pup, and Doge exploded. If we zoom in here, you can see that there was quite the pump. Looking at the daily time frame yesterday, let's actually take a little measurement. Yesterday we pumped about 37% total, and we have seen a pullback recently. We are currently sitting at about 9.6 cents. I would anticipate seeing possibly a little bit more of a pullback. If you're looking to get into this, sorry about that. Uh, just remember, these are very speculative. I actually just today added Twitter, or not Twitter. I just today added Dogecoin into my trading view because it wasn't even one that was in my watch list. Uh, just for the sake of Elon Musk and Twitter, I did throw it in today just to be able to kind of keep an eye on it. I know it is a very popular one. It's not something that I personally hold or have any interest in holding. Just I'm when it comes to where I put my money, I want to make sure that that the asset is something that's valuable, has solid use case, has good team backing, yada 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 yada. So Dogecoin was just never something that really was much of a blip on my radar. However, I know it's a popular coin and it is skyrocketing. So if it was me personally, not financial advice, nothing on this channel is ever financial advice. Personally, I'd look for a little bit of a pullback. This probably does have more growth coming with that kind of a move with Twitter I'm referring to. If you look at your volume indicator, there's probably a good entry point, probably around like 9.5 cents. You can see that we've gotten a lot of action back here around that spot. So 9.5 cents you got right about here. And realistically, you've got your point of control, which is your red line that comes across. That's actually part of this volume indicator. So your point of control is where your most volume is. So the most volume, your point of control line, is actually down here closer to 8.5 cents. So that seems like a pretty valid window to expect some kind of pullback to. Now, do keep in mind that when things have this much, retail kind of FOMO pushing behind it, you might not necessarily see as much of the pullback if this does in fact still have more juice to the upside. So that's just my take on it. Again, not financial advice. Personally, I'd wait for a little bit more of a pullback, expecting probably a little bit more push to the upside afterwards. However, with these type of speculative situations, it is kind of hard to tell. That may have been the pump and then it might come back down. So that's just something that we'll have to wait and see. Tread carefully, please. Moving on, crypto exchange backed by 3AC founders. That's 3 Arrows Capital. 3AC founders launches with claims trading plans. Now, if you aren't familiar with who 3 Arrows Capital are, I'll put it this way. If you were a Voyager customer, the exchange Voyager, I'm sure you know who 3 Arrows Capital are, because 3 Arrows Capital is the group that more or less defaulted on all of their loans, bankrupting Voyager and then putting, all the Voyager users in the position they are. So my personal advice would be to stay far away from any crypto exchange backed by 3 Arrows Capital founders. Just my advice, but hey, who am I? Moving on, Bitcoin price bounces after CZ arrest rumors as traders eye $30,000 next. Boy, oh boy, I tell you what, that CZ and Binance sure did something to get in the crosshairs of somebody. There sure is an awful lot of FUD that gets thrown towards Binance. This ended up to be a speculative rumor that was quote unquote released from what was supposed to be a private Twitter thread, and it turned out to be accusations with nothing substantial backing them up and no solid proof. And listen, I'll tell you what, I'll be the first one to say where there's smoke, there's fire. But also, when you're in these kinds of markets, there is so much FUD out there where, even in news articles from proper, sources, there is just so much FUD out there that tries to manipulate the retail investor into buying and selling at the wrong times. That's just the way it is. So while this is something that, yes, sometimes where there's smoke there's fire, we also have to acknowledge the FUD aspect of that. So with everything going around with Binance, I would definitely, put that one on the back burner to keep in the back of your mind. Personally, I think it is a lot of FUD, but again, this brings up a good point. Not your keys, not your crypto. Now, I'm not trying to get you to buy anything. However, if you are looking for a crypto wallet, if you are already in the market for purchasing a crypto wallet, there is a link in the description for Ledger that will give you up to $30 in Bitcoin in return when you purchase through them. So again, that's not trying to sell you anything. If it's something that you're already in the market for to try and keep your crypto secure, you might as well use the link in the description that gets you up to $30 in Bitcoin in return. And that's all I gotta say about that. And our last stop for today, crypto investors get greedier as Bitcoin price goes up. Crypto investors have become increasingly greedy this year, but doubts persist over the sustainability of current Bitcoin momentum. One general crypto greed and fear index shows investor risk appetite is now at 62, up 30% from 1 month ago. So we do a segment every Monday through Friday called Market Movers in the Morning. It's just a quick 60-second or less update of your general crypto market, which quickly covers your fear and greed index, but also your total market cap and then your dominance level of Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as the top 5 gainers and the top 5 losers for that day. So if the fear and greed index is something that you pay attention to, which really it is a good indicator of where the market is sitting. Make sure that you subscribe, and that will keep you up to date with your market movers in the morning video as well. On-chain data indicators show that this trend is very likely to continue for a while, Volkov said. Crypto derivatives trading volume is also growing, and open interest in crypto options is at its peak. So let me know what you're thinking. Jump down in the comment section and let me know if you think that we're going to continue seeing a bullish movement in the price of the overall crypto market, or do you think that we're going to hit a wall, so to speak, and see some kind of pullback or even possibly lower lows altogether? At any rate, I won't take up any more of your time today. Really appreciate you folks stopping in and hanging out with us. We will catch you on the next video. See ya.
Comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe.